Alright guys, so we're just gonna wait for my friend to be done. Don't know if it's his brother or not. Hope it's actually him. Guys, comment below V-Bucks if you want a chance to win the Scoundrel or this. Yeah. You'll get to choose, of course. Let's just watch some replays. Career. Because I got a duo win yesterday. Alright, here's a win we can just watch. Tell you what to do and what not to do. This is Blitz, by the way. Solo showdown. Speed this up for you. Just comment below if you know who drives the battle bus. So for this match, I landed Loot Lake. So make sure, if you're ever landing Loot Lake, that you dive towards Tilted. But I made a mistake. Like, dive towards that building right there. And then you should be good. I managed to get 8 kills in this match. As you may notice why I'm standing still, and that's because I am organizing my inventory. I'm very picky about how my inventory is. So at this point, I was wondering, where is everybody? So I decided to break down, go outside and look around. So this is a thing that all players mess up on. Entering through the wrong way. If you enter through that, they would hear the door open. Do not enter through the door. Just please. Now, this player made a mistake. Hiding right there. Yes, never hide underneath stairs unless you are low on HP and you need to heal up. But stairs like that, do not hide through. is to see this player just didn't know what he was doing. Managed to grab his loot and get away with it. So just doing that. So another thing is that I hear somebody. So I reload my shotgun. I launch pad to see where he's at. So this is the thing that most players make a mistake of. Not getting the high ground. If you hear a player, never keep the low ground. Build and get the high ground. So I hear players over here, so I decide to push. So I simply build up like this. Are you gonna build? Omega, build. Thank you. Alright. Now, I realized that he left. I didn't realize it yet, but I decided just to search the roof. So I see him over there, and then I try to take a snipe. I get 195 damage on him. So I know he's weak. So I gather materials and I push. This is a thing that most players do not do. They never gather resources, which is a disappointing thing. So I went in here to gather some resources. There's a hiding spot there, guys, so always be aware if you're going in there. Most people know about it. So I was going over there just to see where he's at. So I spot him, and this is what I do. I pull out my AR, I build up, try to take a snipe, got 2 or 20 of his shield off. I build to pop this mini. So at this point, I knew he was behind the staircase. So I decided to push with the ramps. And this was his mistake. That right there, getting into the water and not building. If he would have built, he would have had the advantage, because I was low on resources. And he gave me a big pot and a med kit. So I know there's people pushing me. As you can see on the mini map, you can see the green over there. And I get an easy snipe on him. This was his mistake, pulling out his shotgun. But somehow he managed to deal a little damage. And guys, never hard peek, please. That was your mistake. If he didn't hard peek, he would have survived. So you may notice why I'm always jumping around. No, I'm not the kind of kid who likes to spam all the buttons. No. I jump around because a guy just took a shot at me, and people can time it really good and shoot at you. And I notice that there is a guy. I don't think I managed to kill him, but if you look on the mini-map, I think that was the guy who sniped me. But I think I do manage to find him, and he was behind me. Yep, I remember. I do manage to find him, and he makes a mistake, and I'll tell you. And I believe I made a mistake here, and yeah, I'll tell you. So I spot the target, and he sees me. I get cover, and then I start to push. I wait for a little bit, so I push. I do manage to kill 2 people right here in that little hut. A Dark Voyager and the guy that was sniping me. There's the Dark Voyager. And he made a mistake. Not building. And that was my mistake. Not to build as well. And this was his mistake. Not covering that up. So at this point, I realize there's 8 people left. And I accidentally placed the launch pad down, but I said to myself, I can make this work. So I heal up. So I realize there's a guy, so I get onto my roof. This guy was a hard target because he actually knew to build. But he made one mistake here, and that was that right there. Well, he didn't really make any mistakes. I just followed him, so. So I realize he has a mini for me and a big pot. So I grab his resources, drink the minis, and then I get 100. So I'm at 200 HP right now. So I placed down that launch pad just to search around. I decided to wait for the next store mine. See where it's at, and if I was in it, I'd go to Anarchy. I spot some supply drops. I spot one to my left and right. I decide not to go for them. At this point of the game, I never go for supply drops because people are just going to be scoping in on them. So I land over here, and I decide to push this one dude. He actually spotted me, which was actually quite disappointing. I hide behind a tree, but he actually managed to see me. See, this is the point where you always need grenades. If I had a grenade launcher right now, I could have killed him. Or at least regular grenades. Because he sees me now, and I'm choking. And that was a dumb decision. Look at that right there. And this is a common mistake that people don't do. If they're ever underneath the person's base, they don't build on top of it. I force him to come down because I make him think that I'm shooting his base down. I get an easy kill, and he has a cozy. So at this point, I realize there's 3 left, and they're actually decent players. I hear them fighting at a point, and then I just let them fight it out, really. So I know the one guy, the winner's going to be weak, but I realize that cozy is gone. So I quickly rush to the eye, managing not to take extreme danger. So it's a 1v1. I hide behind a tree and place a cozy so I can heal up. Now, as you can see in there, a guy is just peacefully waiting. He's waiting for me. I can tell you that. I place down 2 cozies. I heal up. I run to the eye. This is a thing that a lot of players don't do. If they have a launch pad, place it down. I damaged him a lot, and this guy was actually a decent player. Same with building. He was basically requesting a build battle. He made one mistake there, and that was that. He took a pretty decent amount of fall damage right there, and managed to actually get to the final circle. So I'm gonna put it in drone free for you guys. So he kept on blocking me off, which was actually pretty disappointing. I tried to launch pad on top of him, but it didn't work. So I decided to launch pad away. I got into his base, I jumped down, took a little fall damage, and then we just both decided to run. This is the interesting part. He actually takes a lot of damage from Storm, so that gives me the advantage. I placed down the launch pad, and I managed to get to the eye before him, which gave me the advantage. It actually was the final circle, and I'm not going to tell you how he dies. I think you guys would know if I just said. Right there. So he's weak, and I am thinking to myself, Allie, I'm doing a stream. We can still play, just let me finish the stream. So I'm thinking to myself, what do I do? It's the final circle, and it's a 1v1. He launch pads away, and I decide just to go follow him. So he's weak on HP. He's popping a mini shield, but the storm doesn't really let him. He's forced to run in the middle of the eye. He's really weak, and now watch. He gets killed by the storm. Victory Royale, and that is how you win a game. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Goodbye.